This remedy beats any other low energy supplement that I've seen that have worked for my own low energy, for my patients' low energy. So let's get right into it. Now, the thing that we have to solve with low energy, and the biggest thing that I've seen across the board where 92% of the people have an issue with this, so if you're watching this video, most likely chance you're having this issue, and that has to do with your cortisol, which cortisol is released from the adrenals. And the thing that we see as a big culprit when we look at cortisol, especially when I test it throughout the day and seeing a graph morning, afternoon, early evening, and night, is that typically we want to see it, yes, high and then going down in the late evening. But the problem that we typically will see is generally it's too low in the morning and then even the afternoon, and then maybe it might be enough at night or too high. And so the remedy that we have to use, and this is something that I had to use when I was in college, especially in medical school, completely burnt out. They ran these tests and they noticed, dude, no wonder you can't function. You can't even focus, you can't have energy, you can't even get your schoolwork done because you are completely burnt out. And this is so common amongst adults with ADHD is they're just burnt out and their cortisol levels have just plummeted. And so the thing that we need to use is we need to use something known as adrenal desiccated. Now, this is not the only thing because towards the end, I do need to explain there's certain other things you have to use to making sure your cortisol levels are consistent and are healthy, balanced throughout the day. Now, when you do take adrenal desiccated, once you've actually tested your levels and you see, okay, yeah, I have low cortisol levels in the morning and also low cortisol levels in the mid-afternoon. So what you do is you take adrenal desiccated, they come in just like little tablets, and I usually will recommend about 3 to even up to 4 tablets very first thing in the morning. And what I mean first thing in the morning is that you have these tablets right next to your bed, so when you wake up and you hit that snooze button, before you go back to sleep, pop in those 3 different tablets. Even better if you could actually crunch them because your body will absorb it faster and break it down faster, so chew them and then take some water and then see if you can actually go back to bed. By doing this, most of my patients are usually energized, they're ready to go, and don't have to continue hitting the snooze button. And then the midday, and this is probably one of the more common things that people do see, is this mid-afternoon crash right here. So in this case, you want to take about 1 to 2 tablets in the mid-afternoon. Now, that mid-afternoon really depends on this test. Sometimes this might be at 12 p.m. or sometimes it might be like 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Really depends on really when that's happening. And so I usually like to have people take this about an hour before there is that dip in your test results. Now, if you would like me to run these labs and do a full lab workup and look at your medical history of why you have low energy and why you have these different ADHD symptoms, then you could book an ADHD diagnostic assessment with me in the description below, where I'll go over all your medical history, look into everything, and see how we can actually create a roadmap of what labs we need to implement and what kind of treatment that we need to implement for you. Again, that's in the description below. Now, the next stage is how long does this come into effect? Well, generally the rule of thumb, I've seen it where it comes effect within just 1 week. Like that's the soonest I will see it, because especially if someone is really depleted, they will notice a huge change in their energy because they've just been so insufficient with their cortisol levels for so long that their body's like, finally, I got something to feed the adrenals, because what this is doing, it's feeding the adrenals. And the problem what's happened is when we put so much stress on the adrenals constantly over and over again, it becomes insufficient. And now we're finally giving it food so that it can revitalize the adrenals. So generally I usually will see 1 week is pretty quick, but generally 2 weeks to about 1 month is when we should start seeing energy improvement. Now, how long should you be taking these? I generally like to cycle through this because I want the body not to adapt to the adrenal desiccated, and I will usually have them only take for about 3 months, and then we take a break for a month. Once you've taken a break for a month, another thing you can do if you feel like you still need it, there's something known as Drenamine that is very similar to adrenal desiccated. So you could take it during that month to have still that energy. It's just so your body doesn't get adapted to it. And then once that month happens, then you can go back and take in the adrenal desiccated for another 3 months if you need to. Generally about within 6 months, you can taper off of this. That's what I do with my patients so they don't have to completely always rely on this. Because that's generally enough time to revitalize the adrenals to start producing an efficient amount of cortisol throughout the day. Now, I said there's one other thing that we have to be careful here and that we do need to check when it comes to having balanced out cortisol levels to have consistent energy and also not spiking our cortisol where you're stressing too much. So another thing that does happen, and this is pretty common too, is that we will see a spike in our cortisol levels. Now, depending on where, it could be in the very first thing in the morning, or it could also be in actually at the very end of the day, which actually makes issues for your sleep. So what do we do in this case? So in this case, there's two things that we can use. We can use ashwagandha, and we can use something like rhodiola. Both of these have been known to lower cortisol, but people use it wrong. They will usually just take it randomly in the morning or midday. Cortisol levels are too low. Guess what? That makes things worse. So when should you take it? Well, take it when you see those spikes that are happening, either in the morning or at nighttime, and then maybe that's keeping you up at night. I usually will say most people, it's best to take it at night, and that's when I usually will see cortisol levels spike, and that's why people have sleep issues. Now, like I said, if you want me to run these labs, go in depth within your medical history and actually come up with a treatment plan so that you could thrive with your ADHD and improving your mental and physical energy, you can go ahead and book a diagnostic assessment with me in the description below. Now, supplements are just one thing, right? You just saw from just doing one of these things, it can really help improving energy. But it requires looking at more in-depth lab testing. So watch this video next where I go over all the critical labs that you should be running if you have ADHD. So watch this video next.